Okay, so there's not a lot of light bouncing around on these rocks, but there is a little bit over here and over there. And there's also shadows from all these trees. So I can digitally collect the EMNC, as I was just saying in the last video, from these. I can digitally collect the EMNC from the trees. I can show you the faces. You can see them yourself, I'm sure, by now. Anybody looking, you'll see the faces coming through. I'm letting the sunlight pour through the trees. Imagery's fucking banging. I got a yellow and a blue filter on here for contrast for your eyes. Imagery is beautiful. Can't miss it. Watching the builders build as they work. Builders build everything in here. And then I'm going to come back down on the rock while I spark one up here. Okay, and get somewhere decent. Like right here. Perfect. So even with the shadows, I'm going to let the shadows from the trees blow things around. Now, same way that I was explaining to you in a couple other videos ago about the water. Okay, when you're digitally collecting from the water, there are several things that come into play that you should be aware of. I'm not saying don't collect the EMNC from the water, that it's too confusing. No, I'm saying know the bed of the river bed or the lake bed or the stream bed. Be aware that you're going to be collecting from there in some cases. In other cases, you're collecting from the top of the water, right? So when you're collecting from the fucking really beautiful, man. So when you're collecting from the top of the water, you have to be thinking about where the current is coming from, where the texture is coming from. Is it the wind? In other words, electromagnetic current. See, wind is an effective electromagnetic current. I have to mention that a lot of times. So wind being an effective electromagnetic current, try to come over here where it's more no shade. There's no shadows over here. So with wind being effective electromagnetic current, you have to be concerned, is it that? Or is it gravity? Is it just, again, gravity is an effect of electromagnetic current. So is it gravity and it's just going downhill and there is no wind blowing the water around to, make the texture for us in order to digitally collect the EMNC from the true creator's work? Is that what's going on there? Um, that's fucking nice. And then also you would have to be concerned with the rocks that are underneath. So as it is going down and gravity's taking the lake or the river and moving the water down, what we call down, then what happens is the next thing that comes into play. Maybe I can put this down. Which is the rocks. So as water's bouncing off the rocks, also causing texture in the water. So there's all these different things that come into play, right? When I'm digitally collecting the EMNC, I'm aware of all of them. And sometimes I just don't like to confuse the eye. So to go up to a rock like this that I see shadows from the trees all over, and I'm not giving any explanation for any of this, right? I just put my camera up here, I digitally collect, and normally I'm not saying anything. Just the way it goes. I mean, I just don't feel the need to even discuss things when I just need you to see them. I just need you to see everything. Me discussing them not going to help matters. It really doesn't. And then again, when I come back down onto the rock, onto the boulder, same thing. I'm digitally collecting the EMNC, and I know that all these shadows are around. So maybe I might want to come over here where there are no shadows at all, just so I don't confuse anyone else's eye. I'm not going to be confused by it, but it'll certainly save me the argument of saying, "Oh, that's fucking shadows and trees blowing around." I understand that. What I do try to stay away from is anything with human influence. And you might remember the last rock that I went in on was up the street a little bit. Now, again, I'm turning my camera in a lot of different directions because I'm working the lights and shadows. I see the images. I'm going for the ones that I want, that I think that everyone else will be able to see also. When I go to remaster the video, I'm going to go right onto these and I'm going to crop right on the timelines of these images that are popping out at me. I see them everywhere. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, over and over from the veil to the ground. So I might be moving my camera a little fast for you. So you would do is just pause your video, whatever you're watching it on, use your camera as a viewing device, to look in at the screen and you'll see all the images. You'll also see the builders, the triangular builders that are all around us building everything in this realm. I gotta get different share. Hold on a minute. Okay. So I'm taking advantage of the light. The last time I was in on the rocks, I don't believe I at least down in when I was down the river anyway. I didn't have any light. It was too late in the day or some shit. So this time I have some light. I'm going to take advantage of it. I see the wind blowing the trees around and a little bit of shadows over there. Not a big deal. And if I could have my camera on a stand, that would also be better because I wouldn't be shaking and moving it while I'm smoking my joint. Whenever I see something, no matter where I am, if I see something that looks like it falls outside the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast categories, if I find something that does go out of those categories, I pull my camera out and I try to get it, and I always try to confirm or disconfirm or disprove what it is I think I seen. And so far, it is still feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, with exception of a few other creatures over all these years. And one of them was the Heart of Stone, had the horse in it, and it was looked like a full horse. It even looked like it had wearing apparel. So I kept going back to that one for a while, but I did not trust that person was a subscriber, and I didn't trust big boulder, another big boulder, and I didn't necessarily trust what they were. I just didn't like what was happening, so I didn't give it all that much thought. Just like as if we were looking at the clouds, I'm coming up to this rock right here. I'm digitally collecting the EMNC. I can see it all. No problem. You can all see it all. It's not a fucking secret. Femininity is another one that I'm always looking for. Femininity. Femininity is hard to find, which I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at a very feminine um, face, feminine hair, feminine face, eyes, everything. She's going to be right here. And because it's faces only, I think she's feminine. There she goes. That might change now. Might just be a dude with long hair. The face of a dude with long hair. I don't know though. I get the high cheekbones. The high cheekbones right here. I can get her to go female. I'm probably at the wrong angle. So I'm gonna go shoot. Yep, that's what it is. Look at that's what it is. So this one image right here, right? So when I'm way over here, she looks more male. No, no, I get her back female actually too. Let me see if I crop her here. There, she's pretty female. There you go. That's pretty feminine. But if I bring her out to the outside eye, if I take this eye and see the timelines, see the fucking timelines, watch. So if I come into this timeline right here, she's very feminine. There she is. So she gets very feminine on that timeline, right? Now I'm at this angle and distance of perspective, right? So I'm going to stay on that timeline for her, and I'm going to give you her in a couple different ways because I'm going to change my angle in a minute. But first, I want to show you this. So now that's on that timeline. Now I'm going to come out to the next timeline. See it right here? I think it's the next one. Yeah, it is. Matter of fact, that's not even far enough. The next one's not far enough, but let's see what it gets us. There, she's still female. So she's still feminine face on this timeline and on this timeline. Hang in there. I'm getting there. Because now I'm going to come out to this fucking timeline way out here. Because what I want to do is I want all that eye in. I want all that other eye in. Here come the shadows from the fucking trees, too. Son of a bitch. All right, hold on. I'm getting there. And then when I come out here, he gets male. He turns male with long hair. Look. Look. And even the fucking hairdo changes and does the swoop when I'm all the way out here at this last timeline, right? So then, now that I did all that with her, let me see. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, she's very. Oops, she's very fucking feminine, man. She's very feminine. Let me get back on her. Hold on. Look how easy it is to find her. I dropped my joint. I picked it up. I can still see her, even with the sun fucking with me right now in the shade, because the wind's blowing the trees around. Okay, she's got the whole full fucking hairdo going on here. Very feminine. Very feminine. I wasn't up high enough with my camera for the lights and shadows because I don't want to bring you in the next image up. But if I do this, if I use the bottom of my camera to crop, you see what I'm saying? She can go male to female looking face and change the facial features by changing my angles and distances of perspective. Now, the way I just hit right now, I can lose all the long hair. She comes up with this new hairdo. It's a male face. The hairdo's right here. The forehead is bigger. And then as soon as I go on her timeline, I get her back again with the long hair. I want to try something else here too with her. Now that's just one fucking face. There are bazillions of fucking faces in this fucking stone. This stone is humongous, okay? It's just fucking one image, right? And look how easy it is to go and find her. I bet you I can come back here tomorrow. I just fucking put my camera right here and I can go right back on the same image. This is what I'm saying. To anyone that's out there looking now, I want to go look around in here a little bit and take a few minutes to look around, but yeah, there we go. There's another feminine looking long hair. Long hair does not have to mean feminine because I see the mustache and beard going on around here with the eye here, and I see the long hair. I don't know if it's going to transfer or not because I got all this shadows coming through. So it's not good to play around with fucking lights and shadows when I'm doing this. You know what I mean? See how it's doing that from the trees all flickering and everything. So it's not really good for what I want to do. It wasn't doing that a minute ago when I started. But, anyways, we'll get more into that another time. Because I got cut short on the last video I was doing when I was explaining things. And I hate that when that happens. Now, there is some light bouncing around on these trees. So I could try to digitally collect the EMC from this tree. I might as well. So I'm going to go in a little bit. Oops. Get the fuck out of here. So digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the tree. Again, if I put the camera on a stand, I'd be better off. I got it. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. Faces only, from the veil to the ground. No human influence that I can see. No spike marks, nails, other shit. Just all what you would call nature. Okay, now I'm just changing my angles and distance of perspective. I'm going to change my angles a little bit just so you know. Normally I don't do that. Normally I just keep collecting. Some research vids I do, I want to explain things to you guys. Others, I think it's just a lot of shit to talk about. And the only reason I'm talking in these ones is because people were having questions in the comment section. Um, and they seem like legitimate people with legitimate questions, getting fucking eaten alive out here too. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Just like the clouds, just like the trees. And I know I'm not on any light right now. I can see a little corner of the light because the images that I'm pulling in right now are on this timeline anyway. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, timelines, that's just the bark. That's the bark of the tree. Yeah, don't want to listen? Then don't fucking listen. I'm telling you, it's the fucking timelines. You can see them everywhere, all around you. Oh, no, that's just some sticks that got thrown on the ground. The fucking timelines. You can follow the timelines. You can see that these are all fucking timelines. Oh no, those are just trees coming down in branches, dipshit. Didn't you go to fucking school? You got first grade education? They're the timelines. You can see the timelines. Timelines start out at the stationary stars. They come down through the moon. The moon acts as an electromagnetic nanocarbon regulator when issuing souls to the bio realm. As these souls are issued, all these souls are issued because I can't prove that the trees themselves are not being issued souls. I don't know yet. But I do know feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast are the only images that the true creator shows us. Faces only. I do know that the false creator slash creator stole the true creator's work, including these images, feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, and built the bio realm. I also know with a fact that humans at some point decided to steal the false creator slash creator's work and start dividing Adam ourselves. And therefore, all the other species, every other creature that we can see with our eyes, touch with our hands, uh, you know, they're real. They're not a hologram. Okay. Uh, just like all these images that I'm showing you here in the trees, this is not a hologram. This is not a human thing. This is the true creator's work that we can see all around us. Do you see similarities in the Matrix? Okay, I'll give you that. But the Matrix was a bullshit story set up to deceive you. The Matrix was all square pixels. They did it with a lot of human influence and they purposely deceive you from seeing what you could just see for yourself. You had to be a magic fucking guy in order to be able to see this. No, that's not true. They just told you that and you believed it. Or the same way they used all the religions. You had to believe in their gods or their Allah or their Buddha, and you had to believe in their gods. Otherwise, you were not going to be allowed to see it. And all they're showing you is lies to keep you from seeing what's right in front of you that you can all go look at and fucking see for yourself. That it's feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast over and over from the veil to the ground. You want to argue and fight later about why the true creator did these things and why the false creator slash creator did these things? I don't think you will. I think you'll go see it and all will be told. Just like I keep telling everyone. If you go and look at what I'm showing you, then all will be told. The true creator will explain it all. The false creator slash creator will explain it all. There will be a knowing that will come over you. It will not be explained to you in human words. As a matter of fact, if you hear any human words while you're traveling down your conscious path on the way to a subconscious path, then I would say ignore it and at least question it. Maybe not ignore it, but know that humans are fucking liars and we lied about absolutely everything. All of our lives, we've been lying. Thousands of years, we've been lying to ourselves and each other. So just keep that in mind as you're going and using the true creator's energy to move around in, to communicate with. If you start hearing human words, keep them in check, I guess is the best way to say it. Because especially when you're just starting to use the system, I can understand why people are going to be so tempted to keep you counting on human words. They're going to be counting on receiving and hearing human words, whether they're in writing or they're verbal or whatever. You're going to hear, see, feel these human words. And you got to remember all those fucking things were all lies. So just keep going with it and keep following until you have a knowing of it. Once you have a knowing of it, you could say, oh, okay, so I guess those words that I heard were true. So I guess not everything is a lie, huh, Mike? Not everything's a fucking lie because now I have a knowing and it matches the words that I heard or I seen or whatever. Okay, fine, you got me if that happens, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think that it's 100% provable that everything we've ever heard, learned, thought, taught, programmed has been a fucking lie. So I'm just gonna stand here and digitally collect from this batch of trees right here. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. I can see it all. Same if I was aiming at the fucking clouds right now. Matter of fact, I can try to finish smoking my next while I'm doing this. So I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna go in a little tighter. Beautiful. Come on. Come on. We can all see it, man. We can all see it. And that's the light coming down on top of it too. So lights and shadows are there. Everything's nice. You can see it. I also don't see any human influence on this little field to my left. So I can also, when I walk out before I hit the sun, I'm going to aim my camera over there and I'm going to digitally collect from over there as well. How many minutes are on this? 21 minutes already? All right, maybe I'll do that now. I have to raise my camera up to get over there. Yeah, there we are back there. Let's see what happens. I guess that'll just have to be the trees. Can't really get at the field, so I'm going to have to just go for those trees over there. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon, the same faces that you're seeing in the clouds, same faces that you're seeing in the rocks, the water, the moon. So I'm going to start going really heavy into the moon. I'm probably just going to play music, have some fun with it, and it's all going to be a visual thing. So hey, Dean, I didn't say hi at the beginning of this video, so hey, Dean, hopefully you're still with me. I did get a message from you yesterday that you sent in the last couple of days, so I think you are still with me. Look at all the fucking faces in there. Look at them all. Start cropping them. Start cropping them and start looking. You make yourself a cropping tool. It's better if you do it behind the computer. And you'll see what I'm saying. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. You can try to crop on the timelines. Wind blowing, right? So you're getting to watch the builders build, just like I told you. All those zillions upon zillions of little triangular shapes right now that are fucking building all this. Constantly building, not just from the outside in that you see the wind blowing. No, from the inside out, from the outside in, from the down to the up, from the up to the down. The builders don't build like that. Builders don't see that fucking batch of clouds and then run up to and build it. No. Whatever you feed them, they will just build it. So if you want to feed them the makeup of this fucking tree, in other words, from the seed, they're building it before it's even a seed. They're putting together the nanoparticles that the false creator slash creators potion, the false creator slash creators bio build, right? Starting from the fucking seed, the builders are already there building the concoction for the false creator slash creator. We know what these concoctions are. They're all in a nanolith carbon, is the way I usually describe it, because we all think of things, even as the smallest thing we can think of is nano. And I always say nanoliths because it's smaller than nano that I'm trying to get you to see. It's even smaller than nano. And how do I explain something smaller than nano when I'm pointing at the fucking clouds and showing you the builders in the clouds that you can see them? How am I going to point up at the moon and show you that, that's that way, right? So someone's walking up the trails. Just trying to watch out. It's fucking awesome. If you pause the video right now, these leaves all blowing around, and you'll get the concept of what I'm saying. And then you digitally collect the EMNC from right here. The faces are all right there. You can see them all. I'm centering, and I move, and then I center it, and I move. It's fucking beautiful, man. It really is. And it's all there for us to all see it, you know? What the hell's this guy doing? Maybe I'll take the camera down there and surprise him. I guess I could, because there's also a field here too. Maybe he's walking his dog. I don't know. Because there's this here too, which we can also digitally collect the EMNC from. I like doing fields and shit, as long as it don't have any human influence. So right here, there's the trail that I'm walking on. That's got a lot of human influence from the fucking feet. Yeah, you better run, buddy. So I'll just aim it right here, right? And I'll digitally collect the EMMC from right here. Now it's a lot of sunlight bouncing on there, so I'm moving my camera to the side because I'm working my lights and shadows. But this is all what you would call natural. And then we can come up here, do the same thing. Digitally collect from these trees while I watch that guy's plate number and see if he's what the fuck he's up to. I don't know what the fuck he's up to. Um, anyways, they trailed real heavy this afternoon. The trails, but now you can see the sky is just a powdery white. They stopped trailing, and we'll see what happens later tonight if they pick up again. Um, they're in control of the whole fucking thing, and we all ignore it. We all ignore it. That's why I say 7.8 billion zombie slaves. It's not just a few. It's all of us. It's everyone, and we want to be lied to. That was the biggest point I was trying to make in the last video, and I don't think I ever did, and I got to get it across. I know I don't. It's not. I keep calling it a belief, but I know that you all can see what it is I'm showing you. I know that you can. You're all in denial of reality and denial of truth. And then when I say these things and I'm showing it to you, I'm thinking this is enough fucking evidence. I mean, I'm throwing it right in their fucking face. I'm showing it to them right in their own fucking face. What's this guy? Everybody always stares at you funny when you got a camera with you. It's so funny to watch everybody's reaction to a camera. And my camera's pointed at trees and clouds and shit. It's not even pointed at these fuckers. And they all get fucking jumpy. They think they're being audited or some shit. Yep, another one, fucking all worried about it. I'm walking way away from the street. They're all slowing down and staring and pulling in the wrong lane and shit because they're all freaked out by a camera going. Cameras all around them. Cameras in Walmart, Lowe's, Depot, all these fucking, all where I am. You know, there's fucking cameras everywhere. But yet they see a guy walking with a camera faced at the clouds and the trees. It's been that way all along too. Fucking conspiracy weirdo. So, you all know what it is I'm showing you. You all know what it is. You've all seen it all your life. You're just in denial of it. And I'm supposed to pretend that I believe you. I'm supposed to pretend that you really believe yourselves. I can't do that anymore, man. We're fucking out of time, or at least I am. So, yeah, I don't want to fucking keep playing along with that game. I've been doing that for 8 years already. And then when people come along, a lot of times I'll just, if I'm bored, especially if I'm bored, I'll just play along with it. You know, I'll just another one staring at my ass, staring at my ass, driving in the wrong fucking lane, man. They're so fucked up from the camera. Look at, he's so fucked up from the camera that he's driving in the wrong fucking lane on a one way. Or, I'm sorry, not a one way, but he's driving in the wrong side. Unfucking believable. And that and that's not even the first guy. That was like 4 or 5 people altogether. The original guy that was pulled up to the fence was in a red truck, right? I think so. Um. Anyways, there you go. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, over and over from the veil to the ground. You can see it. I know you can all see it. So I'm gonna go start going heavy on the moon. I'm gonna take you through. I'm gonna pick up from that last two moon videos, the two moon videos that I did, because now I just printed up a bunch of more moon photos. I also downloaded more moon videos, and I uploaded moon videos that I took myself. So I've got those on all three channels that I'm gonna start working on the moon while I'm uploading the research vids, the ones like I'm doing right here, right now. Just these regular old research vids. I'll keep rolling them through, trying my different filter combinations. Something's going on with the combinations of filters. If I combo red and brown, if I combo blue and what was the other one? Blue over red seems to be a big hit. Everybody seems to be able to see things, I think, more clearly. I think. I don't know. The numbers are all picking up. So are they? Someone was coming in. One person was asking, "Is this where the fires were?" when I had an orange filter on. Now, what I used to do is I used to open the filters right here on camera and then put the filter on the camera.